an organised crime group who hatched an audacious plan to smuggle 600 kilos of cocaine on a yacht participating in a transatlantic sailing race and imported more than half a ton of cannabis, have been jailed for a total of more than 111 years. Lee McClanagan, 57, from Chelmsford, and his close associate 55-year-old Lee Talbot from Chadwell, St Mary, were investigated by the Organised Crime Partnership, a joint national crime agency and Metropolitan Police Service unit. McClanagan and Talbot used the encrypted communications platform EncroChat to discuss their offending under the handles Cat with 9 Lives and Legit Mate Yak, respectively. McClanagan instigated the plot to sail a vessel in the race, an annual event which runs from St Lucia to Portugal, and sent Talbot to meet with the Venezuelan drug cartel bosses prior to the contest in 2020. The pair spent 2 years planning the venture, only to see the race cancelled in May 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. After that, McClanagan explored smuggling multi-ton quantities of cocaine from South America, hidden in shipping containers, loads of fresh fruit and vegetables, and large quantities of cannabis from Morocco. He employed Ian McGee, 68, also from Chelmsford, to source and sail the yacht called the Ocean Magic in the 2019 race, in what investigators believe may have been a dummy run. Daniel Braithwaite, 61, from Westcliff-on-Sea, Essex, helped arrange prices and payments for the drugs. McGee and another man he employed, due to his sailing experience, purchased a vessel called the Sartorius, which they planned to load with the cocaine and enter into the 2020 race. Chelmsford Crown Court also heard that McClanagan also arranged 2 separate importations of cannabis to the UK from Canada and South America, totaling 676 kilos. Investigators were also able to evidence links between the organised crime group and 2 other major cannabis importations. In March 2022, while searching the inside of a machine lathe, Border Force officers at Tilbury Port found 408 kilos of the drug, which had come from South Africa. McClanagan was again the main driver behind this, assisted by Daniel Braithwaite and 61-year-old Paul Tozer from Epping, whose textile business was to be the delivery address for the consignment. They were assisted by 52-year-old Carl Richter from Swansea, who communicated with the South African contact and worked with the 60-year-old Kane Ward from Upminster, who helped organise the planned importation. In July 2023, Border Force officers at Southampton examined a consignment of toolboxes imported from Vancouver. Within the load were 20 large tower toolboxes containing 268 kilos of cannabis. This importation was assisted by Talbot and 41-year-old Stephen Persard from Upminster, a freight forwarder whose company managed loads into various ports, and 37-year-old Sundeep Grewell from Grays, who operated a food business in Tilbury, which was used as a delivery address for the importation. They were again assisted by Paul Tozer. John Campbell, 69, from London, NW6, assisted by creating fraudulent payments to release the consignment and offered many services to criminals such as McClanahan, including creating false companies. McClanahan, Talbot, Braithwaite, McGee, Campbell and Ward were jailed for 30 years, 23 years, 22 years and 20 years, 10 years and 6 years and 6 months respectively at Chelmsford Crown Court on Monday, September the 10th, having either pleaded guilty or been convicted of drugs offences previously. Richter is due to be sentenced on October the 16th. The Organised Crime Partnership's investigation formed part of Operation Phonetic, the UK NCA-led law enforcement response to the takedown of the EncroChat service in June 2020. Detective Inspector Richard Smith from the Organised Crime Partnership said the cocaine smuggling plan, conceived by McClenahan and Talbot, was daring and would have been incredibly lucrative had it succeeded. Its failure deprived organised criminals of profits this large amount of cocaine would have generated and prevented communities suffering the violence and exploitation associated with it. Undeterred, this organised crime group diversified into importing huge quantities of cannabis, operations which McClenahan controlled at every level. The work undertaken by the Organised Crime Partnership, along with the vigilance of Border Force officers at Tilbury and Southampton, stopped these smuggling attempts in their tracks. Please like this video, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.